We talking.
Oh,
Welcome to the show, y'all. This is your girl Queasy of Queasy Live Experience. Welcome to another segment. Today is going to be fun, interesting. We're going to give you updates on the workout challenge that Mr. Lewis Jennings has been doing. But first, I want to send up my prayers to all families and people that are impacted in Texas by this storm that is happening right now here in the city. A lot of gas stations are now closing. A lot of buildings are closed. A lot of things are closed. And as you guys know, it definitely impacts the community in a certain way when that happens. Also, the grocery stores are the shelves are completely empty. I went out this morning to go grocery shopping and discovered that there are minimum to none groceries on the shelves. So, you guys listen, definitely keep your loved ones and family members in prayer. Send your assistance if you can. This is a time that they really need your assistance. It's really, really bad here. So let's welcome my special guest, Mr. Lewis Jennings. I'm going to talk to him about the crisis too and where, what he's been seeing because he lives in the city as well. And we're going to talk to him about his updated challenge too, where he's at. We know that the last time we spoke to him, he was just starting, but now he's like 45 days in. So we're going to find out where he's at with his workout and things like that. Also, I got some updates for y'all too on some of the things that I've been trying. So I don't know if that will help or not, but I definitely will give the tips on what I've been working on and what I've been doing. So, all right, here we
hey, I can't hear you if you're talking. What's going on? Ah, okay, there we
I
go.
booted myself out. How about that? Oh my
Welcome
goodness.
back.
How are you, Lewis?
I am excellent. I feel great. Excuse me, because this is missing a button, so I'm at home, so I can relax.
Okay, all right, all right, all right,
But
all
yeah,
right.
I feel excellent. I'm warm.
So, you're in Texas as well. What are some of the things that you've been seeing with the snowstorm that has been happening? I know it's been crazy over here on this side of the neck of the woods. I'm in Arlington. What part of Texas are you in?
I am in Seagoville, not far from Pleasant Grove, about 10 minutes outside of Pleasant Grove. I'm
Okay.
175, that area.
Like I went to the grocery stores this morning. The cabinets and shelves were empty,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about right.
completely empty. Yep. So things have been happening with that. I know you're on a specialized diet, right? Or
Not specialized, but definitely aware. It's an aware diet. Like I'm making sure I pay attention to what I'm eating and how I feel. It could be days after. So making sure I pay attention to that and cut out where I need to cut out and add on where I need to add on. So
okay,
yeah.
okay. So the last time we spoke, you were just starting your workout challenge, and you're now about what 45 or so days in to your workout
45
challenge.
days. Working out today will be today 46. Will be day 46. We're going up to day 90. That's the plan. And just feeling real good about it. Just an amazing amount of energy, even though I'm still in my head on some lackadaisical stuff where I'm like, I don't feel like doing this. I still, to this day, from day one to this day, don't feel like doing this. But I know I gotta, because I keep
So
forgetting how good it
how
feels.
do you get past telling yourself you don't feel like doing this? Like if that's the
Well,
That's the thought process.
two main things. I remember that it's bigger than me. Well, actually, three main things. One, being one, I think being the best or the most, I guess, self-gratifying part of it is, I remember that. I remember how good it feels to be in shape. Once I'm doing something, when I'm out and about in the world and I'm climbing some steps or I'm lifting something or I'm doing something that takes a lot of heavy breathing or is going to take a lot of wind, I realized that my recovery rate is way quicker. It takes about those runs you see me doing up and down the service road where I'm heavily winded because I've been running for 2 minutes or whatever. And that's a long time to run for those who don't know. Um, eh, my recovery rate is 30 seconds. And
Because you hitting it. When I see you,
right.
you are hitting it. You have your arms up and you are getting it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hold on, this is my mom. Keep talking to the people. I'm gonna
Okay.
answer this call real quick.
Okay. The second thing is me realizing that or reminding myself that it's bigger than me. I've been in shape since single digit age. I had a bully, and I just one day I wasn't having that shit no more. So I started doing push-ups and sit-ups every single night, 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups. So by the time I hit middle school and I hit my growth spurt, I was one of a handful of buff kids, teenagers in school. So I just realized the power behind that, and not only the power behind it, but the power I found within myself. And I appreciate that because over time I've learned to be responsible for that power and to control that power, because the phrase is cliche, but with much power comes much responsibility. And you can persuade people easier when you have power. You can do a lot of things when you have power. Anyway, the third thing was the third motivator is, can you hear me or did my
You touched something. There you go.
The third motivator is hold on, let me adjust because this thing ain't trying to stay in place. Oh, I'm leaning. I don't know why, but I'm leaning. How's that? Good?
That's cool. Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. The third motivator is it might be a little personal, but it's natural. I mean, when I go take a two, I'm like, okay, I should I'm like, okay. I should probably go. I'm like, I should probably go take a shower,
No,
but I'm like, I can use this time to work out. So, why not? If I'm gonna go take a shower anyway, after shaving, if I'm gonna take a shower out, after that, I might as well go sweat. You might as well. If you're gonna go sit down, once you get done taking a two, after you take, even if you take a shower and you're finna go sit down, you might as well go sweat, because once you get done working out and stuff like that, and your muscles are achy or whatever, and you got through that situation where it sucked to do these workouts and it hurt and it was strenuous and and all that stuff. Once you get through that and you sitting down later on watching TV and you make a little move and you realize your muscle aching, it's gonna ache so good. It's a good ache.
It's a good ache.
Yes, it's an ache of progression. So, I use those as motivators because nothing can be an obstacle unless you make it. The obstacle is the way, basically. So when something is placed in front of you, you find the advantages of that you can utilize, that you value as advantages, and you also find the disadvantages and you weigh them out and you take what you will and you use it and push forward with that. You utilize that the obstacle is the way. And that's just how that works for me. Like, that keeps my mind on a positive.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You might as well feel those levels of progression. I know what you mean. I just started on a cleansing situation. Look, you got some water. I just started on a cleansing situation, and I do this real authentic tea.
Okay.
It's like it's ginger, it's cinnamon, and it's something else. It's a real tea though. It's not in a tea bag form. It's the raw.
Gotcha. Yeah.
tea. So you put it in the cup and it's gritty and it's like, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Broke up, gritty, grainy type
I like
substance or
that
whatever.
too. I like that type of tea.
Yeah. You put it in some water, you drink it down. Now, between that, can you hear me okay? Because this
Yes, I
just froze. You
yes
can
I
hear me
can.
okay. I'll just let it catch back up. I'm not gonna try to mess with it. This thing be tripping. I want to make sure it didn't freeze all together. Can you still hear me?
Yes. You're
Okay.
moving.
I am?
Yeah, I see you. I see your movement.
Okay, it's not moving over here at all. It is just froze, stalled. Let me jump out and come right back. Keep talking.
Okay. Let's see what else. What else? Okay. So day 45. It's been it's been an interesting build, y'all. I've been hearing a lot of people say, I'm not up in advanced as you are, and don't get me wrong, I, I'm advanced for day 45. Yes, I'm advanced because I've been in shape for a very long time. And so this is basically muscle memory. I'm advanced because my father was the leading linebacker in the nation when he was in high school, and he was in shape just like I am now. So it's in my genes, it's in my muscle memory, it's just in me. So I get that. But you ain't got to start at day 45. You can start at day one. I've been doing this since day one. I hadn't recorded it since day one. I've been recording since like day 2 or 3. But that's still the basic level. That's still a great place to start. And I've been running it through my mind, and I feel like I can do it almost infomercial style in terms of me going back to day one for those who are just starting, and being able to smile the whole time while I'm doing it, just like they do on the infomercials, making it look professional, Hollywood, if you
So
will.
is your win different at 45 days? Like, do you feel more
Most definitely. But
durable with your wind?
I think it's different mainly because of the running. I don't think it's different because of the exercises as much as it is because of the running. So the running has a higher percentage of my lungs being bigger than the actual exercise does, because the exercise ain't always cardio. So
So right
yeah.
now in the snow, would you run in the snow?
I would
If
run
this
in the
is
snow,
snowing.
but I gotta get the proper gear, because I've learned that being out there and running like that in cold weather, inclement weather like that, and not having anything to cover my face and protect my face, has me breathing that cold air in where I'm hot. I'm naturally hot bodied anyway, so I'm really hot when I'm running. And there's this it's whatever it is painful, and I think it's just the cold air going into my lungs too much and going through my nasal cavity too much, because my nasal cavity will be raw, my throat will be raw just from the you know what I
Oh, the
mean, the
extra.
exchange.
And it's
Hmm.
really clear, crispy out there right now. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but like the
I
wind,
get what you're
the air
saying, like a
quality
dry
is
cold.
really nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So is this a good time
I would
to
say
run?
so. In I would say so in opposition to the typical muggy, humidity that you get in Texas. Because if you're from here, you know what I'm saying. Like, even on 70 some degree days, you can still sweat and be glistened, from the mugginess. But
Right.
with the difference being, a uh, crisp air, a brisk, crisp air, I think you could possibly breathe better, or at least breathe different. I don't know how it would affect anybody else, but I know how it affects me.
Let me ask you this. Working out, doing it, and how many minutes do you work out per day, by the way? How many minutes do you work out
Um,
per
Shoot, a total of 38 minutes. What looks like about 38 minutes with both apps that I use. 38 minutes. And it's not.
Okay. When you do that intense type of workout, and I know it's 30 something minutes makes a huge difference,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
Um, does that kind of make you want to change your diet too? Does diet play a huge role in, because you
Um,
wouldn't want to put no nasty stuff in there after you done did all that. Like, it's kind of like mentally you start to
well,
want to
it depends on
do
what you
better,
take.
right?
It depends on what you take as nasty stuff. Like, I'm a guy, so the stuff I take as nasty. I took as nasty, before all of the extracurricular diet changing. So I stopped eating pork chops a long time ago because I ate some pork chops one day, or I ate a pork chop one day, and I went outside to go somewhere and I was walking and it was hot. And I realized that my skin was soaking up more sun than I had ever realized before. And I knew it was because my pores were open because I had eaten the pork chop. And so basically, it just made me feel completely different about pork chops after that. So I stopped eating pork chops, I stopped eating bacon. I still eat Jimmy Dean sausage because I'm a breakfast man. But other than that, I slowed down on a
But
whole bunch of things.
Jimmy Dean is beef, though, isn't it? Jimmy Dean
No,
is.
I think
Oh,
Jimmy
you talking
Dean
about pork?
sausage is still pork. Yeah, I like
Oh,
spicy stuff, so I like the spicy breakfast sausage. But
okay. Right.
adding pepperoni, I don't go in for it. I don't. Why is people got horrible? I mean, they always want to call me when I'm doing something, but when I'm sitting here, it's no ring. But as far as that goes, the change came then, and then just in the when I got a hernia. I had got a hernia when I was in high school, and I almost died from it. In a certain circumstance that I'll explain at a later time. But the doctor told me that I didn't have enough fiber in my system. So basically, when the way I caught it was I was flexing my stomach like I usually do when I'll be playing sports, but I hadn't stretched. I didn't have enough fiber, didn't even know it. So let's just say this is the bottom of my stomach, and my belly button is up in this area. So this is the area where my pelvis is. And basically, when I flexed, I pushed some of my stomach intestines through my pelvic wall into my sac. So I had a bulge
Ooh,
at the front of my
ooh.
at the front of my pelvis where the hernia was. And so they fixed it. He told me what it was. And ever since then, it's oatmeal and wheat bread and
Fiber. Mm-hmm.
anything. Yeah, anything fibrous. And I never had a problem with raisin bran. I never had a problem with wheat bread. I never had a problem with oatmeal before. So it was just natural. It came naturally.
Let me ask you this: how important are nutrients? Like they just recently told me that my folic acid levels were low.
Okay.
Folic acid.
Right.
People don't realize that they're missing nutrients, right? Like
Right.
your vitamin E's, your like you're
Right.
missing nutrients.
Right.
B12,
And a lot
your
of that,
B.
at this point in my life, I feel like a lot of that comes with self mastery, self efficacy, self awareness, because you know how you feel in your 24/7, because you're the only one that's with you 24/7. You can check your family history, find out some things there, and you can check with yourself to find out. Like I said, well, when I eat something and how I feel days later or even later on that night, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna slow down on that because I don't like the way that made me feel, and things of that nature. So it's up to you as an individual to pay attention to what you're putting in your body and read the ingredients and what have you and find out what's in it. I found out the hard way I was allergic to shellfish. You know what I mean? But I found out. And so obviously that gets put on a shelf or gets put somewhere where it's always in my mind. So stuff like that, self mastery can definitely put you in a better position because a lot of us are lacking on a lot of things, especially in this country where we eat nothing but garbage. We eat fast food on a regular basis, on a daily
Who would have
basis.
thought folic acid was an issue for me? Folic acid.
Right.
Who would have
Right.
ever thought?
But
I didn't
vitamins,
know. But as we get older, women and men differ too in a lot of ways. As we get older, we're losing certain, you know, things along the way with age. I'm 47, so I'm at the age of menopause and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of dynamics of different things going on.
have
I
you
just
been
added also goalies to my
okay?
schedule. This stuff is good.
What is it?
It's apple cider vinegar gummies.
Okay.
It's time for me to take one right now. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like.
Okay, I see.
It's very good too.
That's what I was
And
about to say. Does it taste good?
when I tell you energy level has went up the roof, yes, I'm not playing.
Already.
Like
That's what I'm talking about.
it's been amazing. Good for the what you call it when you do the two.
Huh?
It's good for the two.
Taking a poo.
Yeah, so let me show you. It's really easy. Really, it tastes really good.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't think
It-
I would like it, but it's like, why not?
right. Right. Stuff like that and complete multivitamins are key to I want to say fill in the areas or fill in the gaps where
Yeah.
one where someone may be dealing with something. Like I'm dealing with an immune system situation right now where I have psoriasis, so I'm creating more skin cells than I'm supposed to, faster than I'm supposed to, and it's an immune system situation. So I'm taking a lot of vitamin C. I'm taking complete multivitamins, and even with that, even with complete multivitamins and vitamins, period, you got to know how to take those. So
How
I'll
to
eat
do it, right? How to
right,
gauge it and how to
right, because it'll end
monitor
up
the
making
levels, the amounts you have to
right.
take, and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Right, because it'll end up making you nauseous, and you don't want to be taking a pill that's supposed to be giving you nutrients and vitamins, and you're feeling sick because of it. You know what I'm saying? You're feeling sick at the stomach or sour at the stomach. So I have to learn how to take that. But the the how can I explain this? Or describe this? The difference when you feel that, oh, I have energy, I'm moving around, I'm doing something. It's something, it's invaluable because
Yeah.
especially now when we sitting down in the house all day. So if you got the energy and you moving around in the house and you cleaning stuff and you're doing stuff, at least you're moving around. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to keep moving to keep living. It can't be stagnant.
Right. 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 Yeah. I mean, last night we was out here shoveling snow,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
I just really have been feeling a lot better since I added the goalies to my diet. I guess I was in lack of folic acid, so they gave me folic acid to take as a daily. I've been taking that nutrient. I added vitamin E.
Okay.
People don't take basic stuff. Like they don't take basics, and they're wondering
Right.
why they're dragging. You know what I'm saying?
And they out
I
here.
also take cranberry,
Okay.
cranberry herb, and that's for my bladder and things like that. Like it does a lot. The cranberry does a lot. Look up what cranberry does. Let me look it up. Hold on. We here, so we
It
might as well look these things up, right? So we can
helps with
read it.
it helps with your urinary tract and among other
Right,
things.
but
I don't know
then at
what
47, there's stuff you're starting to lose things
right.
at 47, and you need supplements to increase the things that you're losing, if you know what I mean. Because your bladder begins to get weak after a certain amount of years. After all those
Right.
babies, I have 7 kids. You know what I
Ooh.
mean? And again,
Mm.
men and women differ. We have different needs on what type of nutrients we need and things like that. Cranberry.
Exactly. Exactly. I was gonna say fun fact, but it's really just a fact. And you might not like this, but to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, from what I picked up, uh, and somehow we're back to this subject. But anyway, women's when women pass gas and when men pass gas, the smells are different in terms of the strength of it because women have more phosphorus in their body.
So
And
our
I'm
stank for what you saying?
pretty much, but
Is that what you're saying? I mean, my husband can tell you that. Oh, I
listen,
see how we doing.
listen. Remember, I told you yesterday. Like y'all get everything else. Y'all get underwear that come in different fabrics. Y'all get couches in y'all bathroom. Y'all get full length mirrors. Y'all get everything else. So something's got to give. But that's a whole nother
The
subject.
gas, huh? The gas.
In the worst way, man.
Oh, goodness. Okay, we talk about. Listen, we are keeping it authentic today. Keeping it 100. Let me see. What are the side effects of taking cranberry pills? What are cranberry pills? Okay, cranberry pills are good for preventing infections of the kidney, bladder, urethra, urinary tract infections like UTIs and things like that. Women deal with a lot of different things, like I was saying, that may differ from men. And I know that UTIs and urinary tract infections and things like that is an issue for women, especially as we become menopausal, older, 40. You know, I just hit 47. So I was just noticing, this is what I was noticing before I started taking the cranberry pills, is that at night, late at night, I would not sleep through the night because I would be using the restroom all night.
Okay.
It was a noticeable something going on where my bladder was weaker or something. So I was like, I need a little assistance. What can I take?
That's a good sign of hydration. You're supposed to go pee every 2 hours. That's a great sign of hydration. Yeah, I mean, typically.
At night, though. I need to rest. When I hit the pillow, I need to go to sleep.
Listen,
I need to be.
It's the same thing like when you eat before you go to sleep. If you eat right before you go to sleep, or late at night, with your body winding down, your body not gonna be able to rest because you gotta move that food through your gut. So you ain't gonna get a restful night's sleep. So it's good to eat, before 7 or at 7 or what have you, before your body starts to slow down a little bit metabolically. And I figure it's the same thing with the water. So, get up and go pee or dream about a toilet. That's what used to happen to me.
What's the recommended water amount per day that you recommend?
Woo. I don't even know about recommendations because I just stick with it. I go to the store and I buy multiple gallons of water. I used to buy 24 and 32 packs, but it got to the point where I was drinking those little bottles so fast that I went ahead and stuck with the gallon, because at least with the gallon, if I chug, I can get full of water and not feel like drinking water again for the next, I don't know, hour maybe. But I'm such a hydro, I want to say a hydro freak for lack of a better word, but I drink a lot of water. So I would say as much as you can handle. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it because too much of anything is too much. So everything in moderation. But from what I understand, the recommended amount is 64 fluid ounces a day, just to be hydrated for 24-hour periods. You know what I mean? Like 64 ounces of water to do you.
And I'm starting to increase my water again, which it's helping with the energy levels, everything. I'm feeling better. It's a really good cleansing agent with the number 2s. Things don't stick to you, if you know what I mean, if you keep water going.
That's right.
It releases a lot of toxins, and you know what I mean? It keeps you cleansed.
Exactly.
Water is good for that. So, and what are some of the other, what else I've been drinking? This has been amazing. It as nasty as I don't know what sometimes. But I've been drinking raw
Coconut.
V8.
Oh, okay.
V8 juices, just raw, the vegetable ones.
I want to get used to those. I tried that one time. For real. I tried that one time, but I was a teenager then. I've been on this I've been trying this health trip for a long time. I've been attempting. So I tried a V8 one time. I took that first sip, and it was not what that was. I mean, it tasted like straight tomatoes, but I feel like today I could do it. It would still be slow.
You can do it, yeah.
It would still be a slow drink.
You should try to, add that back in, because the thing is, we're adults now. We're older, and I still don't believe that the cooking amount of food that we do is enough, if you know what I mean. Vegetable intake. We don't take in enough from cooking or preparing it or eating it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I wake up in the morning, instead of having a meal right away, I'll drink that as my morning drink, the first thing that I do.
That's what
That's what I'm recommending to you, because it makes it a little more simple. And then it's kind of like you're not as hungry either. You get your vegetable intake, you know what I mean? Right off the bat from waking up, and it's just good. It's not the best taste, but I like you were saying, I think you said something about how you kind of look past it because you know it's
Yeah,
something that's needed for your body. You know that you need this. You know that you
right.
have to
That's
put
how I
this
got
in.
used to. That's how I got used to greens. I mean, I had to tell myself, you know what? This don't. This tastes. It tastes earthy because it's from the earth. It's a leafy green, and I had to tell
Right.
myself whatever I told myself then. This tastes blank, but I know it's good for me. So I got to get used to this. I need to get used to this.
You just said something that made me think about something else. I would tell people on the whole vegetable intake thing, eat vegetables that you like, and then you'll
Right.
stick to it.
That's right. Got to start somewhere.
You know what I mean? Because there are things that I like cabbage, greens. I like green beans. I'll eat those. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll eat green beans. I'll eat. I like cauliflower. I
Okay.
don't mind cauliflower. I don't know if corn is really a good nutrient type of vegetable.
Elotes.
Now,
I'm good on the
I don't think
elotes.
it has no, you know what I mean, value really. But I do
Right.
like corn. I will eat corn. You know, because really corn don't digest. It comes out the same exact way it goes in the
Right. Which
tube.
is weird. Which is very weird. I don't understand that.
Why does it come out the same exact way that it goes in? You eat some corn and it comes out whole, not in a whole corn, but the
Right.
kernels.
I feel like it's GMO. I feel like it's genetically modified and it's just synthetic or something like that. I can't prove it for real. I
You
can't
know
prove
it's
it
genetic
for
modified.
real. That's I watched Super Size Me, which is the documentary
Mhm.
about the guy who eats at McDonald's, whatever, whatever.
The
And
McDonald's, all the McDonald's foods, yeah.
right. And so if I'm not mistaken, that's the right documentary. But basically the cows that the farmers had when the big companies came in and they started owning the cows or whatever, and they started owning the farmers, they stopped feeding the cows. They stopped letting the cows graze the farmland and eat the grass, and they started feeding them corn because it was cheaper. And if I'm not mistaken, in that same documentary, that with that same in that same line, he was like, the cows developed a virus because of that, and basically that's what we got mad cow disease. And instead of these people not feeding the cows corn and stopping feeding the cows corn and letting them eat grass again, they tried to come up or they developed something or they came up with something to kill the virus or deal with the virus. And so it's like one bad step after another, and they building upon it and digging a hole deeper and deeper. And people out here is dying because of this. So
Well, ain't nothing nutritious about a McDonald's burger. I'm not putting
right,
that down, but I'm just being real with y'all. Ain't nothing nutritious about the way they store it, package it, the way we eat it.
right.
None of that. It's just terrible. So
Mhm. If it can sit on the shelf
and that's
for a year,
I'm not gonna lie to you. We have one up the street, walking distance. That has been my go-to in time of convenience for the kids, the family,
right,
on nights where it's like, oh, I don't feel like cooking tonight. And that's not the better choice. And I had to learn that I have to start making better choices even for my family. You know what I
right,
mean? And trying to, I think the more you prepare raw foods and things like that, it's just healthier for you. They're not gonna like it. My kids are not gonna like it. They don't like
right,
kids like what they like. They like junk food. Honestly,
right,
they'll sit up and eat everything sweet. You know what I'm saying? That there is, and it's difficult because us trying to break these bad habits, to see them eat themselves into a junk frenzy is hard. And it's hard to do this period unless you're just really disciplined and you have to know that there's a goal. You know what I mean?
right. And you have to have motivators. And you have to really want to do it, because if you don't want to do it, you're not gonna do it. And it's simple as that. Uh, I say I don't want to do this in my mind, but I know that the goal and the motivation is I know it's gonna make me better, and I know I have other endeavors like me being signed to this agency now for representation for acting and things like that. That's gonna get me in front of people who are gonna ask me, "Do you mind taking your shirt off?" I know the summertime is gonna come, and I'm gonna want to be on the beach. I'm gonna want to be somewhere without my shirt. I'm gonna want to have a muscle shirt on, in order just to be comfortable as well as appealing to the eyes. So things like that are motivators for me. I see myself. I got out the shower
Well,
and
you
I was
definitely have, yeah. You got something
moist.
to shoot for, something to aim toward. And for me, it's just age, period.
Mm,
I'm moving close to 50. In 2 to 3 years, I'm gonna be 50, bro.
right, right.
And that's enough for me. Like that right there. And my recent health scare with seizures and things like
Hmm.
that is really, motivation to try to do better and just, try to figure this out. What is going on with my health, my body? And these seizures weren't brought on just because they came on. It has something to do that's tied and connected to my health somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's those seizures were triggers of something, if you know what I mean. I know every time they checked my blood pressure, it was high. So you like, what was that? Was that ice? Was that ice
I
falling?
think so. Yeah, I think so. I got these headphones in, so I'm like, was that in here or was that out there?
Right. Yeah, it's ice everywhere, everywhere. So what do you recommend right now for those that are experiencing the whole snow thing? What can we do to keep our workout going during this time?
Well, I have a recommendation for the workout situation. I got a recommendation just for the situation too. First for the workout situation, like I said, you're in the house, you're comfortable in your home, you can do whatever you want in your home. And if you feel what happened was okay, I'm gonna take my personal circumstance. So me sitting here uh like this has given me a complex. But me sitting period without sitting on a very comfortable spot has given me a complex because I have this pain, this shooting pain coming now in one of my thighs above the knee, and it's the area where my leg sits on the edge of the chair, and I know it's because of me sitting so much for so long, um, that I'm having this pain. So I'll be having to sit here and really get in deep with the
Or
massage and
it
what.
could be that you just need to upgrade your chair.
What kind, what kind of chairs you think I'm sitting on? What kind of chairs you think I'm sitting on?
I don't
I
know.
make
I'm
sure
just saying, listen, my
I
my
upgrade the
chair
chair.
is leather, big back, is comfortable. Uh
See,
I'm just
see,
messing with you. I'm just
I, I was about to say every chair in here ain't got, you know, cushion comfort, but I mean most of them do, and believe me, I found them. I'm sitting in as many of them as I can because I'm sitting a lot now, a lot more, and so I'm trying to sit in the most comfortable chairs. But I know that me sitting this long, much like driving too, because you drive a certain way, and you can actually have problems in your legs from that too. But that's another story. I know me sitting this long has put me in a position to have these problems where I'm having to dig deep into the muscle and massage the muscle really deeply because I'm just sitting way too long and it's tightening up on me, and I'm working out and I'm not stretching every time I get
I
done
got
working out. I'm
you.
not sure, you know what I mean? I'm lacking on myself more or less, and so with the working out and then going to work, the times that I do go to work when it ain't like this or when it's not just hectic or slow, I have to find ways to fight sitting. When I first got back to the city, after I went to East Texas and got arrested in East Texas and sat there for that year in that cell, once I got back to the city, I didn't sit down for a long time. I would go to people's houses, I would go places, and I would just stand, and they'd be like, "Oh man, you can have a seat." I'm like, "No, man, I sat down for way too long,
I've been saying,
already."
yeah, too long
So
already.
right, and so this motion that I'm in now with the exercising is like the opposition to stuff like this with my leg happening, and so I'm kind of conflicted with it psychologically, because I'm like, I work out on a regular basis. What's going on with my legs? Like, why are my legs tripping like this? And I know it's just because, like you said, possibly the type of seat I'm sitting in, and and the time that I'm that I'm actually sitting, because I don't
Right.
mind driving. I'm a driver, so I sit a lot when I'm driving, obviously, and I had to adjust my seat to a certain length where I can get my foot up on the gas, with a bend in my knee instead of stretching my leg out and putting more pressure on the area that touches the edge of the seat there, because I was having problems then. And it's just all these different things, man, and who knows what else is going on health wise. Um, but I'm doing my
That's true.
best to fight it. I'm doing my best to oppose it.
Yeah, that's what we can do. I remember before this whole epilepsy thing hit me, I was on my daily workout, getting up in the mornings, doing like 15 minutes, and it made a huge difference. I loved it. Now, what I'm starting to notice is that my clothes are fitting better. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I'm starting to like lose some inches somewhere. And I
that's
think it's
right.
because of the V8 juices, all the above, the goalies, the water, the extra things, because I'm not really working out like that. But everything makes a difference. I will say that. Everything makes a
Yes,
difference.
yes,
Um,
indeed. And there needs to be balance. Everything has balance. You need balance in everything. The balance does more help than it does hurting, and that's in all categories across, across the board. Like if you can find balance in whatever you got going on, you're gonna thrive in it, and it just works that way.
right. So what's up ahead for your next up and coming days, and how long are you going to do this challenge with yourself?
Well, I'm sticking with this. Like I said, because I keep forgetting how good it feels to be in shape, and because it's bigger than me, in terms of the people who come up to me in different instances where I'm interacting with people, and they're like, "Man, I've been watching your videos too, man. I used to be in shape and blah blah blah, and you motivate me, bro, to get back up and get it. Keep doing that." And then
Right.
you get family and friends basically saying the same thing. I need to help. I need help with that, cousin, and I need to get up and do that too. That's what happens at. You know what I mean? So,
I'm
to
gonna
hear
tell
my
you
brothers,
what's dope and fly. I'm gonna tell you what's dope and fly. I'm gonna tell you this. When I see you running,
uh
and you talking, but you running, and then just all you see is the dreads and the wind and that's just a dope moment. I think seeing that kind of stuff makes you wanna. It makes me want to try something. Like I'm sitting here
huh,
like
that's
I need to
excellent.
put my braids in the wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I need to make these suckers fly or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing how if you lead by example, how many people more than what you think are actually watching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely can attest to that. That your workout routine is making me want to do something and get up and not just be in the same old slum every day. I know it's something that I
Exactly.
could do. And then
Right.
I'm not calling myself a senior citizen, right? I'm not calling myself that. But my auntie just started these from the chair workouts for senior citizens.
Okay.
From the chair workouts. Her name is Nina, and it's one of my favorite aunties. So every time she does these workouts from her chair, she tags me in the post, and I think that that's excellent too for those that
Hmm.
are couch potatoes sitting at home, working from home, which COVID has kind of drove us all into that phase right
Yes.
now of being at home more and working from the base and foundation and things like that. It's like I think that's excellent to get up and you know what I mean,
That's
just
right.
do it from your
That's
chair.
right.
You know what I
Right.
mean, work
And
out
and
from your chair.
I would recommend water aerobics too. But before that, with the whole sitting down situation, I definitely recommend one of those beach balls, those big rubber inflatable
Yeah.
joints, or those workout
Mm-hmm.
balls, because sitting on that is an exercise in itself as well. as far as balance and things of that nature. Now, with older individuals, with senior citizens, I was gonna say such as yourself, but you're not a senior citizen.
Shut the hell up. No, you did not. You know I can keep. Don't make me throw this goalie. No, you did not. We is not okay. Look, really, really?
No, not really, not really.
Really?
I said you're not.
Really?
I said you're not. But I was gonna say with
No,
older individuals who can't
you know I'm messing with you.
with people who can't move as fast, who can't react as fast, things of that nature, as far as falling, leaning over, tilting, stuff like that. Obviously, you want to have pillows around, or you want to be, saying close to something that can catch you and would you break your fall or something like that. But with that ball, you would definitely get an exercise better than you would in a regular chair like this, in a seating position,
Okay.
if you will. Yeah.
Hopefully
That's
these
how people.
tips have been helpful for some people that watch and tune into this live and this show. I know like recently I fractured my shoulder. And I'm noticing that, certain lifts with it is painful, and you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I gotta do something. Everything stiffens up, and if you don't work if you don't work the muscles and work your limbs and things like that, stuff can stiffen up for real. So
Right. Same thing with my ankle. I've been having my ankle remind me of stiffness and what have you. So going up the steps, you got that bounce as you go. I bounce when I
Right.
speed up steps, like I leap and bound up steps. So my ankle let me know, you ain't been working me out enough. You ain't been rehabbing me enough, because I went to Atlanta and twisted my ankle. I was trying out for the National Gridiron League back in 2017, which is an arena football league, and twisted my ankle bad. And so the rehab for it, I found an app for rehab for that. So that app is about to be implemented back into the mix of the 7-minute workout app, as well as the 6-pack in 30 days app. And obviously I got the sweat vest and the weight vest and the camel pack. So all these things help. All these tools help make it easier. And like I said before, or like I have said before to many people that I know, by the time you hit day 3, as far as your workouts, by the time you hit day 3, you're gonna feel different. You're gonna feel the increase of energy. You're gonna feel your body normalizing that strain and that pain. And all people need is, to start. That's pretty much it. I mean, when I say
Right.
stuff like I don't feel like doing this, and like I told you, those motivators come into play. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and start before I change my mind. Let me go ahead and start because in my mind I'll be gearing up.
Get it done. Yeah, get it done.
Yeah.
I applaud your energy and effort that you're giving, and I'm doing this too so that people become aware that you're doing this challenge, and they may want to join. You just never know. Your name on social media is Lewis Jennings.
Yes.
For everybody that's tuning in. So if you want to follow him at Lewis Jennings. That's LOUIS JENNINGS. Am I correct with that? Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
I want to make sure.
I want to make a note.
And just watch the workout challenges that he's doing. It's really, really, you make it look easy. Not easy, but you make it look like we all could do it. Basically, that's what I mean by that. That we all could accomplish it. And I'm telling you, every time I see it, I'll be like, dang, I know you can do something. You know what I mean? It just makes me want to get up, and motivates me to do something. So I applaud your effort and energy, and that you're enduring and you're, staying consistent and doing this every day, and that you're continuing. And who knows? I mean, this might be something that people might be interested in and try to join, or whatever. Mm-hmm. So
I got some ideas. So
go ahead.
I was about to say I got some ideas, so it's definitely a possibility or opportunity there in terms of extending it and making it last for a while. So man, you're gonna talk about business after we get off here, but I got an idea, and I think you're gonna like it. So yeah.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. And I have reached out to you in regards to, possibly helping me with some of my workout challenges. We
Right.
might start a routine soon or something. I don't know. We're in talks about it. So y'all keep me in your prayers as we begin to put something in motion. Before you know it, you go look up and you go see a skinte Queen G, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of tools to get this
Yeah.
body in shape, body together. We got to get this in order because I could definitely use the energy. I'm feeling better just even implementing the vitamins into my system that I was lacking. So I can only imagine what the workout aspect is going to do energy level wise. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to working with you on this and
Right.
getting me together. Yeah, and
That's
if
right.
you get me in shape somewhere hidden in these dumpling arms and legs. I got a shape somewhere.
Dumpling.
I actually got one. Yeah, because everybody lays on me because they think they said I feel like a pillow, right? But somewhere in this is some real stuff, limbs and legs and some real shape up in there. So
Yeah.
hopefully, if
We're
we
going.
get
We're going.
started now by the summer, we'll be good to go. You know what I mean?
There we go. Yeah. And if you're not ready by the summer, you're gonna have to be ready because it's Texas, and and the summer in
That's
Texas ain't cool.
facts, 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 facts. You definitely are facts on that. Anything else that you want to say to the people before we jump off?
I want to show them the sweat vest and the other vests, and I also want to talk to them about what else I have going on. All right, so first things first, the sweat vest. Basically, this will hug you the way some spandex would. I think it's partially made out of spandex, but it'll hug you. And this is the first thing you put on, or I put on, in terms of what I'm wearing when I'm working out and when I'm going for a run, because it's going to help keep my body hot. And like I said, I'm already hot, and I'm about to work out, so I'm getting hotter. And this is going to help hold that heat, and I'll sweat more because of it. So got the sweat
Okay.
vest on, and then over the sweat vest, I put this. This is my camel pack. So it has this reservoir in it. You fill it up with whatever you're gonna drink, Gatorade, water, whatever, and you sip from that right here, and it snaps on just like this on the front, just like a vest like that. You running with that, and it's plenty to drink, plenty to sip on. It'll hold you while you're working out, the whole nine. You ain't got to carry no bottle in your hands or nothing. And then we got the weighted vest. The weighted vest goes on last. And it's just a 10-pound weighted vest. Has an area where I can put my phone or what have you back here, but it goes on like this and it snaps in on the front, and it's 10 pounds. And at first it was something. It let me know it was there at first, for real. I did not expect to feel. I didn't know 10 pounds could let me know that that it that it exists like that
It's 10
prevalently.
pounds,
Like, it
right?
was, yeah. Who knew
Mm-hmm.
10 pounds would be so different? But now it's like it's lightweight until I get to the 6 pack in 30 days app, because some of them workouts where I'm using my core to get myself up with this extra 10 pounds is different when I take that 10-pound vest off. Way different. It's a world of difference. And it look like I make it look easy then, right? Because I ain't got 10 pounds on my top half no more while I'm trying to use my stomach to lift myself up. So
Right.
those are the tools that I use as far as that goes, and an ankle brace because of my ankle sometimes. And then music is also a great motivator to keep me going when I'm running. I'm ready to stop. I see the stop sign up at the end of the street that I'm running up, and I'm just like, man, I'm so ready to stop right now, but that sign is right there. So I slow down the pace, I jog it out,
Look
and
at
I get
this
to the
baby I
end.
just got.
What, the radio?
I'm looking forward to. Yeah, this is my own radio.
Yeah, that's excellent.
I'm looking forward to putting this out. Just on a workout day or moment, I can. You're like, what noise?
That ice.
Yeah, that ice is dropping. It's melting. Push it. This right here is Bluetooth compatible, and
Oh, that's
it
excellent.
lasts up to 8 hours.
Who
So
made
I
it for
can
you?
this company called A Beats Audio. ABEATZ audio.com. Look at this.
Ready. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's dope.
So I'm definitely going to be able to implement this into my workout later on and have, you know what I mean? Have my little boombox playing while I'm getting fine.
Yeah. Get you some skates and go to Miami.
Plans.
Sliding down Miami like Radio Raheem.
It's gonna be a conversation piece for sure. But I'm just enjoying life. I'm appreciating every single moment of getting up and making, you know, the fact that I lived every day. I'm grateful for that. Grateful.
That's right. Because that whole shoulder situation, I was distraught from hearing it, but I was like, that's better than her hitting her head, because I just don't know about seizures. I don't even know where to start in terms of helping outside of, you know, the pressure that you're putting on yourself psychologically, you know, stuff like that. Obviously it deals with the brain. So
I do know that my stress levels were, my blood pressure was associated both times. So I have to start, you know, thinking about what I can do to incorporate into my, you know, diet every day to make things better, or at least give myself more of a fight or a chance health-wise. You know what I'm saying? And that's right. The best thing to do. So.
Yeah, we got things to do, man. So yeah, like I told you, them seizures are gonna have to kick rocks. Yeah, seizures definitely gonna have to kick rocks because we ain't got time for that. But
exactly.
Outside of the working out, I just signed with the Klutz Agency for representation as an actor model, because evidently they submitted me for a modeling audition. So I'm glad the working out came when it did, because I'm ready. What else? I got my EIN for my LLC. So Peace and Power is official. That is an official brand of mine. It's my first one, and I already have my DBAs ready, so they falling right under it. What else? The ideas that I have in terms of just entertainment, period. The screenplays that I've written, the feature length screenplay that I've written. I have logos that I've illustrated. I have TV show ideas. I have vid tutorial ideas. It's just I got it all. I got it all going on in entertainment. So looking forward to the future, for real.
That's awesome. Well, you know, we gonna keep updated and get a routine started for me. We're gonna follow up with you in the upcoming days on our next venture and update. We'll keep our audience posted on what's going on with your health and how things are looking in the future. Thank you so much for choosing Queen G Live Experience as the destination to report and keep everything updated with your challenge as you're going through your process. I appreciate that. And I think that this will help to inform our audience on health tips and ways that, you know what I mean, we can incorporate things into our lives to enhance our lives and make them better quality wise. So
that's right.
If nothing else, we're definitely thank you so much for joining this segment, and I will be in touch in the future. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all for listening, for watching, for taking your time, because time is all we have. So I appreciate y'all for taking the time out to be here. And until next time.
All right, y'all. Peace and power, as he said. Talk to y'all later, all right? It's your girl, Queen G. I'm gone.